Why do we snore, and what can we do about it? Snoring occurs when the muscles of the back of the throat, soft palate, uvula, and tongue relax during deep sleep. These structures then take up more space and obstruct the airways. The consequences of snoring are often underestimated. It impacts the quality of life. It can disrupt other people's sleep, cause tension in relationships, generate fatigue, and reduce alertness. By understanding the main causes of snoring, we can find better and faster solutions to reduce or eliminate it. Here are the main reasons why we snore. Nasal congestion or stuffy nose is one of the leading causes of snoring. It can be caused by a number of factors, such as allergies or a cold. When it is difficult to breathe through the nose, breathing passes through the mouth, which alters the airflow and can cause vibrations in the throat and consequently snoring. The shape of the airways, such as the size of the tonsils, uvula, and palate, can affect snoring. A palate that is too wide or long, a deviated nasal septum or polyps can block the air. An enlarged tongue or a receding jaw can also interfere with breathing, especially when lying down. Sleeping on your back helps relax the tongue and the soft tissues of the throat, which then naturally fall backwards, narrowing the airways. This position can increase vibrations and therefore the volume of snoring. Being overweight, especially when fat is concentrated around the neck, increases pressure on the upper airways. This additional pressure can restrict the passage of air, contributing to snoring. Neck circumference is therefore an indicator often associated with the risk of snoring and breathing-related sleep disorders. Many women start snoring after the age of 50 during menopause. This period is accompanied by a drop in estrogen levels, the hormones that help maintain muscle tone. With age, low levels of estrogen cause the muscles in the pharynx to relax, which can obstruct the airways and disrupt the airflow.